Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. So, I figured today we would talk about high school, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, high school is fun. High school, admittedly, should never be the best time of your life because you've got a lot of life ahead of you. And if high school is the best years, then that means the rest of your life's going to be going downhill. So high school is where it starts to get good and go uphill. No matter what happens in high school, it's the start of something awesome because that's where you really start coming into your own. So that being said, I have some advice. Of course, I have advice. That's why I'm here. All right, parents, don't freak out when your young chitlins come home with friends who are like, oh man, that person's a goth, or that person's really odd, or whatever, because it doesn't matter for the most part, because you have to think to yourself, do I trust my child? Also remember, they're not stupid. They're not like incapable of making good judgment calls. People with Asperger's make great judgment calls. And if they've made a poor judgment call, then they'll figure it out. I mean, it's like we'll never get it. It might take a bit, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, don't panic. And, just be happy. And folks, those of you who have Asperger's, be fine. If you're making friends and you didn't make friends before, great, go with it. These people are amazing. People in high school, that's where a lot of the cliquishness that might have existed in the middle school tends to start going away. Or at least the people you bond with, they're like, fuck all that noise. So, yeah, okay, alright, so I got some help for this one, this little list I'm about to give you. It's really kind of like, this is where, when I was in school, this is where I tended to make lots of people, or meet people and make friends. All right, I was in drama club, so drama club's a good one. Drama club's really fun because drama people are weird. Believe me, they're strange, but you're strange and they're strange, and you can all be strange together. Improv team is really fun because then you can be really wild and zippy, and it's fun. Improv team choir is fun. I enjoy choir. I like singing though, so that's me. I enjoy choir. I enjoy a cappella choir, so I made friends there. Let me think. I was in fencing. Fencing is fun. Parents, your fencing team, don't just say, "Oh, fencing is expensive." Don't ever say XYZ is expensive. We can't afford to do that. Just let them go try it out, and they'll probably either have spare equipment, or they'll be able to help you, or they'll, if your kid really wants to be involved in the program, you talk to the school or talk to the coach, let them go, and they'll make it work. I promise. So don't ever say no because you don't think you can do something, because there are always ways to make something happen. So chess club is a good way to make friends. Chess club, just people of like minds again. Another places, robotics clubs, computer clubs, programming clubs. Obviously, those are fun places. They're fun. Those people are cool. I did computer classes and I always enjoyed them. If you're artistic, there are a cornucopia of artistic clubs. I assure you, talk to your art teacher and they will be all about getting you involved. And, the fact that you're like, oh, I'm interested in doing artists and stuff, then they'll be like, great, come on and join us. On a related note, book clubs or anime manga clubs, those kind of clubs, your school has one. And if it doesn't has one, talk to the librarians, because that's all book stuff. And they're like, yes, we'll happily help you form this. And you can probably just put up a poster, and the club will form like as soon as they say, oh, this meeting day, and people will come. They're all over the place, and they like to meet with like minds. Like I said, and there's just if there's a club that you are interested in high school, do it, join it. and you will find friends. You will make friends there. They will take you in, and there will be seniors who will be like, "Hey, I'm going to take you under my wing." And in some cases, you might be a pet freshman, which means like, "Oh, this little freshman's, I'm a little minion," and that's awesome. And at the same time, there's also and then there's seniors who are like, "Oh man, you are super awesome, and we're going to be awesome friends, and you're awesome friends, and you're friends with them for the rest of your life potentially." So that's a thing that happens. So just don't be afraid to do things, you know. And the magical thing about high school is that high school, as long as your parents are okay with it, you can come home late with a friend after you've done a club. If that friend can drive and you're like, "Hey mom, I'm gonna go home with this friend, and this friend's gonna bring you home after this thing," and stuff like that, your parents will probably be okay with it. Parents, I mean, obviously you want to be sure that you want to be sure of everything, and so don't keep them out of the loop. But as long as you let them know what's happening, and as long as you say, "Hey, mom and dad, this is what's going on today. Can this happen?" And if they know that's a thing that regularly happens, and just be aware of things. And so don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb. Because like I said, high school is really where things start to take off. High school is where things get better. If you thought things were not so hot before, high school is where everything starts to click. And there are some times when you think, "Oh, this is going to be the best time," but it's really not the best time, because it's the start of the best time, and things only improve. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying the beginning is awesome, but it gets amazing from there. So this is where things really come together. And if you've got it this far, then you will be on it. And, just don't doubt yourself. Just keep going. So, yeah, that's how that works. High school is a time of transitions. It's a time when you're transitioning from being a littlein to being an adult. And so there's going to be a lot of times when you're figuring things out, and you will figure them out. You'll get it. I promise. Everything will make sense. So just, like I said, go to clubs. If you're interested in a thing, find a club for it and just join it. And they'll take you under their wing, and they'll happily have you in. Don't be afraid to wander around the school at lunchtime and just, do that. I mean, there's been any number of times when I was in high school and I'm like, "All right, for this year, I'm going to be eating lunch in this teacher's classroom." And those teachers were like, "Yeah, sure. You want to eat lunch in here? I don't care. Whatevs." And they'll be just, even if it's not your teacher, they might be like, "Sure. Yeah, come on. Don't sit out there in the hall and eat your lunch out there. Come on in. Join us." And they'll be awesome. So, yeah. High school, it's fun. It's rad. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Like and subscribe. If you have anything you want to say, leave it in the comments below. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.